Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is December the 19th, 2017. This is our daily cryptocurrency market analysis, and we appreciate you all tuning in today. The market overall has given us, especially for Bitcoin, a precursor of weakness, and this is opportunity for us all to evaluate your particular strategies in the market. We are seeing some precursors of weakness on some of the altcoins as well. We'll talk about it. Does not necessarily mean that the market's going to hit a huge sellout move lower, but we are getting indications that the halt in higher prices has begun. Before we get started, you all know that we are not investment advisors and we are not giving you investment advice. And so let's go ahead and look at this website and talk about it. Okay, so one of the things that is definitely sticking out to me is the fact that the Bitcoin dominance is now below 50% of the cryptocurrency market, which is now at $609.4 billion. So to me, it seems in this new space that we call the cryptocurrency, that consensus is going to be what makes these cryptocurrencies viable, what's going to make them profitable versus those that are not profitable. So if the majority of people is getting the feeling that Bitcoin, for whatever rhyme or reason, is not the effective cryptocurrency no more, then we will know that through the price and how low Bitcoin moves throughout the next couple of weeks and months. And I know one of the main things that so many people in this space have problems with Bitcoin is with the transaction fees and how enormous it is just to move a small amount of cryptocurrency around. So if these cryptocurrencies, altcoins, tokens, whatever you want to call it, do not give a viable product to a viable problem, if they do not provide a solution for the overall economic base, whatever situation that these altcoins say that they're going to handle, if they cannot provide it, then eventually those altcoins will fall off and go to the wayside. Now, those who are able to find a solution, then those will be the altcoins that will succeed. And that's some of the things that everyone who's in the cryptocurrency space need to understand and research on the sideline rather than just researching the price charts, because longevity in this market is going to come to those altcoins that provide a solution for humanity. Those other ones that are just basic copy and paste altcoins will not make it. Okay, so you guys can see that Bitcoin is down 7.5%. Ethereum ended the day positive up 3.04. Bitcoin Cash up 31.36. And that just goes to show you that Bitcoin Cash, are we seeing a swap occurring within these two altcoins right now, between these two cryptocurrencies? Is Bitcoin Cash, is it going to be out Bitcoin long term? Most likely, if Bitcoin cannot fix the high transaction fees and the costs and the slow times it takes to process a transaction, Bitcoin Cash will be taking a spot. Now, it might not get all the way up to $18,000, $19,000 in price, but Bitcoin Cash is definitely solving a problem that Bitcoin is currently having, and that is faster transaction processing speed and as well as low transaction costs. So that is just some of the things you all need to be aware of in the market as we go throughout next year, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line. You always got to keep that in the back of your mind to see which of these altcoins, and you can tell through this market cap which of these cryptocurrencies is gaining a lot more momentum, a lot more interest from all the investors who are participating in this space. Because some of the altcoins that we used to do on this channel, it's now moving lower and lower throughout this market cap, like Neo, Ethereum Classic. Amisi goes all the way down to 20. I mean, these cryptocurrencies were at one point in time trading between 1 and top 10 cryptocurrencies, and now you see they're not even here on this list. And you guys can see that EOS is now back, or not back, but is now within the top 10 of cryptocurrencies. Cardano is also new. Ripple X'd higher up to number 4. So the consensus of the individuals in the market is giving you already what they feel is one of the most viable products in the market. And they do that through the amount of money that is placed in these cryptocurrencies. That's how you can tell where the majority of the interest is for these cryptocurrencies. So I just wanted to point that out to you in this video for today. So now let's look at Bitcoin on Bitfinex. You guys can see that it's down 9.16. Last trade was at $17,202. So on our video yesterday, we said that we was expecting Bitcoin to at least go back up to 19,200, and you guys can see that that did not occur. It only went all the way up to 18,987, and the market has definitely given us a push to go down bar. Volume is also back in this particular move, which is telling us that the market is going to be trading sideways at best, and it definitely runs the probability of moving lower. So let's take a look at a smaller time period. So as always, this is our 3-hour price chart for Bitcoin, and the market can come back up to and around 17,600 first. That's going to be the first area of resistance for Bitcoin, and if it can break through that, then 18,000 is going to be the area that we're looking for. But we only say that because this is a consumption bar. So currently the market is trying to find out if there's still sellers in the market, and if it is, then the market will continue to move lower, and then 16,800 is going to be that next support area for Bitcoin. Now, if we get a lot more volume, as we have received on these precursors of weakness bars, then Bitcoin definitely runs the probability of coming all the way down to 16,400 or 15,500 is the ultimate area that Bitcoin can move to. And we're still getting precursors of weakness in this particular cryptocurrency at the moment, and that's why our analysis is for them to move lower. And as it moves lower, you guys got to understand that throughout the trading day, the market switches from precursors of weakness into precursors of strength. And that's why we pinpoint or try to see where support is, that Bitcoin will move and bounce to move higher. So that's why we say 16.8 is the initial area for Bitcoin to come to, in or around 16.8. It might be around. Let me move to a smaller time frame, get a clearer picture. So definitely 16.8 is a support area for Bitcoin. If we get a lot more volume to move lower, then definitely Bitcoin can move lower than that. You guys can see that Bitcoin is currently trading around a support area now, and we need to see if it's going to be able to hold around $17,100 or $17,130. Okay, if the market cannot hold that, then we told you 16.8 is the next area, 16.4, but ultimately it can come all the way back down to 15.6 if we get a lot more selling to occur in the market. But we do feel that Bitcoin will be finding support around 16.4, or even where it currently is trading. It might even hold around 16.8. So around 16.8, 16.4 is the next area that we're looking for Bitcoin to come back down to touch, if it cannot find support where it's currently trading, because that is an area of support. So overall, we're looking for Bitcoin to continue to move lower, find area of support that we just mentioned, and then move higher from there. So now let's go to Ethereum. So Ethereum is up 1.73% last trade, $799.12. So again, stockpile came in for Ethereum on the day. The market did make all-time highs today, but the volume is exceedingly heavy compared to the last 3 trading days, which tells us that sellers are in the market for sure in Ethereum. So let's see how low can they go. And apparently you guys can see that $750 is standing out as support, but definitely $725 or even $700 is the next areas for Ethereum to find support. If we move to a smaller time frame, let's see if that meshes as well. So the market came and found support around $783 in or around $780 initially, but definitely market support is around 760 in Ethereum. And if it breaks 760, then expect it to come to 740, or ultimately it can come all the way down to 720. But what we like, true support, is at $740, but we're still expecting Ethereum to move lower because right now it's trading around $800. That is the resistance area that Ethereum will have to break through. Currently we're getting stockpile and the market is moving lower. If the market can close, if this bar can close higher than above $800, then expect Ethereum to at least come back up to 810 and then 820 in the short term. But we don't have confirmation yet because we got stockpile in this bar. So the market is still giving us precursors of weakness at this time. But at the conclusion of this bar, if it closes higher than this close, then Ethereum will be moving higher, and we're looking for 810 and then 820. But if not, then Ethereum will be moving lower. So now let's go to Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is up 40.27% last trade, $3,002.80. So no surprise, we told you all yesterday that Bitcoin Cash should be moving higher, and it did, and the market has stockpile on it. But as you guys can see, the market participants are still eager for higher prices. And as far as Bitcoin Cash is concerned, it is making all-time highs as we're doing this video. So this video, or this analysis for Bitcoin Cash, is awfully easy. We're expecting them to move higher. So this is the 3-hour bars for Bitcoin Cash. And if I move to a 30-minute, let's see what 30 minutes look like. So if Bitcoin Cash moves lower, expect it to at least come back down to 2850. That's going to be the initial area of support for Bitcoin Cash. But it ultimately could come back down to 2650 on trading tomorrow. The market is definitely giving us a push to go up bar, which is a definite precursor to strength. So we're still expecting them to maybe go a little higher. So definitely 2850 is the next support area for Bitcoin Cash to move to if it moves lower. It might come to and around these highs, around 2785, but definitely Bitcoin Cash to move higher. So now let's go to Ripple. So Ripple is down 4.74%. 7.57 last trade was around 71 cents. So the market did move higher for Ripple. On our analysis, we told you that it was going to move higher, but look what occurred today. The market closed lower than the close from yesterday, so there's still selling occurring in Ripple, but it's a very positive sign to see that it came and found support around 70 cents, just like it did on these previous trading days, and the bar closed up higher off the lows. So now let's move to a 3-hour bar to see if it's really going to find support at 70 cents. So you guys notice that Ripple is trading in a sideways trading fashion. 70 cents is support. Expect 70 cents to hold. If not, 65 cents in or around 65 cents will be the next support area. We are getting weakness at the moment. We are eyeing Ripple at this 70 cents level. If it finds support there, then we're expecting Ripple to move higher. And we're looking for 80 cents initially as the first test point. It might just come to 77 cents but ultimately we're looking for Ripple to move higher long term, because the market over these last 3-hour bars is just trading sideways, and it found resistance around 83.5 cents. So that's our analysis. Support around 70 cents or 65. It might ultimately come down to 60, but right now we're not necessarily seeing that. We would like for this current bar that is forming to close above this close. That would give us even more confidence that Ripple is going to move higher. But if not, then the market will continue to move lower. So 70 cents and then 65 cents will be that next area of support that we're looking. And then ultimately, if those two price areas don't hold, then it's for certain that 60 cents will be the next area for Ripple to move to. So that's our analysis for Ripple. So now let's go to Litecoin. Litecoin is down 7.37% last trade, $326.49. So even with Litecoin the same as with Ripple, Litecoin did move higher today, made all-time highs, but the sellers in the market overcame the buyers and the bar closed lower than the close of yesterday. So it tells us that there's more selling occurring than buying in the market for Litecoin, even though buyers did come in on today's bar. So let's see how low can Litecoin move. So currently Litecoin is trading right around area support 325 to 320. That is a very good side of support. If Litecoin can hold that support area 320, 325, then it will move higher. But currently we are seeing a lot of stockpile precursors of weakness in Litecoin at the moment. So the market may actually come down to around $305 to even $300 in the short term. So let's look at it on the hour bar. So definitely we're getting precursors of weakness at the moment in Litecoin, and 320 is a viable support area. But definitely we're looking around 310 as well is a very viable support area, but ultimately 290 is that true area of support for Litecoin. So the market can come definitely down to 320 first is the first area looking, and then 310, but then ultimately 290. It might even be 300. There's so many areas of supports in Litecoin at this time. It's all dependent on how much volume or non-interest we get in higher prices to see how low Litecoin can go. But we're looking at 320 first of all to find support in or around that area, and if not, then definitely 310, and ultimately it could come all down to 290. But right now our analysis is for them to move lower to find support in one of those price areas that we mentioned. So now let's go to Dash. Dash is down 3.84%. Last trade $1,107. So a lot of these altcoins today made all-time highs today, but obviously profit taking was occurring. The market closed lower, well off the highs of today's bar, including Dash. Dash was not the exception. So since we definitely have selling occurring in the market for Dash, we need to see how low can Dash move to, and it could definitely come back down to 1075 or even 1050. I want to look at a 1 hour bar real quick. So the market did find some strength on this particular bar, and it went all the way up to that resistance area of 1140. And the market, as you guys can tell, is not interested in higher prices at this time. So now it's traded right around support of $1,100. If that will not hold, then you can expect Dash to come back to and around the lows of these particular bars. Okay, but ultimately it might come down to 1080 again if $1,100 is not going to hold that support. If it holds that support, then the next 1 hour bar needs to go higher, close higher than the close of this current bar that is forming. If so, then Dash will be moving higher, at least back up to 1140, if not 1160. So that is how you time a trade. But currently it is not an entry trade that is occurring in Dash at the moment. We need to find that support area first. And right now we don't have that. So our analysis for them to move lower. And this might be the support now. But since we don't have confirmation yet, then we'll give you Dash may come back down to 1080 or even in or around 1060. So now let's go to Neo. So Neo is down 14.84%, last trade $66. So again, more precursors of weakness we're seeing in these altcoins. Neo, again, is not the exception. We need to find support, and it might find support around the low of this particular bar, which was around $63.50 or 60 cents. But we definitely have non-interest in price in Neo at the moment. So let's see where support is. So definitely support is at $65. That is a very key area for Neo. Just like with Dash, if it finds support at $65 now, the next bar that forms, the next 3-hour bar that forms, needs to close higher than this close. If so, then expect Neo to move higher to around 70 or even $72.50 initially. Okay, if we get more volume, there's no doubt that Neo can come all the way back up to $75 as well. But given the current bars that we have in this chart, the market is still giving us precursors of weakness, and ultimately you may come all the way back down to $60, okay, on this 3-hour chart. So the first area is $65. Next area is $62.50, and then the last ultimate area would be in around $60. So now let's go to IOTA. So IOTA is up 20.79%. Last trade was $5.07. So the market has finally given us a very strong push to go a bar in IOTA. The market did move lower throughout the day, but it was overcame by the buyers, and the market moved all the way up to an all-time high, according to the Bitfinex, to $5.80. But we are getting stockpile on today's bar. So that's why that support area in the bar currently is moving lower to $5. That is the support area on the daily price chart. We do have volume back in today's move, so IOTA long term is looking to be making higher prices, but in the meantime, since it is moving lower, $5 is the new support area in IOTA. If it breaks $5, expect it to go to $4.80 or ultimately $4.60 as well. Okay. So this is the 1-hour bars for IOTA, and you guys can see that again, $5 is a area support that we're eyeing for IOTA. Then 480 definitely, but then ultimately we can see the market coming all the way back down to and around $4.60, definitely $4.40. Okay, so as the market is moving lower, we're expecting IOTA to hit one of those price areas that we just mentioned to you all. And then from there, the market should bounce and at least move back up to $5.20, if not higher. So now let's go to Monero. So Monero is down 8.35% last trade, $334.10. So all of these altcoins is giving us precursors of weakness at the moment. There's no interest in higher prices. We got that from this daily price bar that has just concluded. The market did move to all-time highs today for Monero, but it closed substantially lower off of the close and the high from yesterday, which tells us that the interest in price, higher prices, is not there. So Monero can definitely move and find support where it is now, $330. That is the first support area for Monero. And if this 3-hour bar cannot hold around $330, then expect it to come to 320. And then ultimately you might come all the way back down to 300. But that is a very key area for Monero to hold, where it currently is trading now, $330. We need to find support here. And if the next 1 hour bar, or if this bar moves or concludes or finishes as it currently looks now, push to go down bar, then expect Monero to continue to move lower, and 320 will be that next area that we're looking for them to move. And it looked like that is going to occur now, if not 310. So the market is still giving us precursors of weakness in Monero. We're expecting them to move lower, 320, 310. Definitely ultimately could come down to $300 as well. So that's our analysis for Monero. So now let's go to one more, is Quantum. So this is the daily price chart for Quantum. They are up 15.83% last trade, $55.61. And we have not been doing Quantum on our daily analysis, but you guys can see that the market has made substantial gains over the last couple of trading days. There's definitely a lot of interest in Quantum at this time. As a matter of fact, it made all-time highs today, went all the way up to $72 today. But as you guys can see, we do have stockpile on the bar. So the market is going to be moving lower. So let's see how low can it move to. So $52.50 is the next area of support. In or around that area, it might be $50. So let's move to a smaller time frame real quick and see. So definitely $54 is a probable area that Quantum can move to, but $52 is a definite area of support that we need to be eyeing for in Quantum in order to pick up, or at least consider an entry strategy into Quantum for them to move higher after they find support around $52. Now, if $52 does not hold, then the market can come back all the way down to $47.50, but ultimately $42.50 is the true area of support. But it's going to take a lot of weakness in order for the market to go that low. So we're looking for the market to at least come to $52, if not $54 first, then $52, and then all the way down to $44 if the market is overly weak. But we're not necessarily expecting that on tomorrow, so it might just come down to 48. But currently we are getting weakness in Quantum at this time, so at least find support around one of those price areas that we mentioned. So that's all we have for today. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you guys stay profitable, and I will talk to you all later.